Yeah, man, Just Incredible's Liftoff Show right here on Power 106. I'm joined by a great friend of mine. I mean, I like I said, I was excited when I heard you were coming in.
Yes.
Bia, how you doing?
I'm so happy to be here.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you. It's a pleasure to have you. We've had many fun nights in Vegas and around the country. And then here we are. Yeah. Can't tell all the secrets, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got the squad in here. Oh, shout out to my boy. Oh, Aziz is in here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, welcome to Power 106 tonight.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here. Power 106 was T.
Yeah.
LA was T.
You got a lot of your LA fans. When I told them you were coming through tonight, people are hyped.
They were happy?
Happy as hell.
Oh, shout out to LA, my second home, man.
You like you spent some time recording out here?
Yeah, I've been recording out here for the last couple of years now. Yeah, I love LA. Like it's a vibe.
Every time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Every time. We got the good weather. You know what I'm saying? The good food, the good sticky, all that.
Good, ooey.
You got the new song, I'm That Bitch, going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Talk to us about this song.
I love this song because I feel like it's a confident song. Like it just, you put it on, you go to the gym, you go to the club. It's a vibe.
That part.
Yeah,
that part.
And shout out to Tim, Missy. Like I wanted to really, like, pay homage with this one, but also like do it in my own way, my own style. So I felt like I love it. I'm so happy with how it turned out, and the video's fire.
How do you connect with Tim?
We had like my A&R and a couple people that were trying to like put us together, and there were like so many people that were trying to link us, and we happened to be in Miami for Art Basel.
Yeah.
And he had some free time. We just connected and we did a couple songs that we.
Does he play you the beat and then you give him the idea, or are you telling him, you have this idea to show love to Missy, or? No,
like we kind of were talking about like what should we do, and it was his idea to flip that and to make it trill. So I was just like, oh, this is an honor, you know, like. Of course. Yeah. Like.
Run it up.
Run it.
Let's
like,
go.
Load it up. For sure.
Yeah. I love, your range on these songs too. You know what I'm saying? That you've been coming with, whether it's the London, Whole Lot of Money, you know what I'm saying? And they're always like, at least the ones for the radio, and I know the album you're going to get, dive deeper, but the energy just matches exactly who you are every time. Like your performances, I see how much passion you have and how much you appreciate your fans in the crowd.
I love them, man.
You could really feel it.
I had a long journey, so I really appreciate them. Like, and when I see them, it's like you know which people are kind of like just there for they might like that one song, and then which people have followed your journey
from the day one.
And then you kind of like grow different fans, the people that they love you. They don't just love the music.
Absolutely. And talk about that journey, because people think this happens overnight, and it's everything but that. And I think that was like one of the first conversations you and I had, because I had followed the journey, and the song started to blow up bigger and bigger, and talk about that journey though, that groundwork, because I'm sure there's moments where you like, man, I might have to get this shit up, like, you know what I'm saying? It goes through all of our minds at one point or another.
When it comes to the music, I feel like it's so tricky because you can't have any real expectations, and you got to just know like whatever you're doing is to contribute to the culture, and wherever it goes, and you got to hope for the best. But I've just noticed to like really try to have as much fun as I can have while I'm doing it, because that reads through the music, and of course I have a message too. I also feel like I stand for something, so it might take me a little longer to get certain places or things that I want to attain, but man, it all comes down to like just being a real person at the end of the day, and letting that shine through the music, because I go through normal things like everybody else, so I gotta live and be able to be a voice for the people.
For real, yeah, definitely that. And people are, music's a mood, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what you deliver. Like people could relate, but also escape from maybe some of the bullshit they're going through, and just vibe out and party to some of the songs. And people are really excited about your new project that you're working on. They're ready for that.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready. I got so much music to put out. It's even different genres like rap, R&B, dembow, just different stuff. I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Who were some of your musical inspirations?
Like in general, like for forever.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've seek inspiration from so many different people. A lot. Like I could. It will take me days
Really?
to list my inspirations. But really, I loved Aaliyah growing up. I loved Rihanna,
Sheesh,
Nicki,
yeah.
of course. And lately, I've been pulling inspiration from like the women that I see in real life. Like the women that you see every day. That's where I pull a lot of information, like a lot of inspiration from.
Powerful. Yeah, no doubt. How about collabs? Anyone you want to collab with? Who's kind of on the wish list? I know you've worked with many already.
I love to just let that come to me naturally.
Yeah.
Because like, I have people I would love to work with, but I like to work with people that are genuinely fans of me too. So it's like that way we both are as excited to be in that room together,
Can't feel forced.
Yeah, I don't want to, I'm not really that type of person that's like, oh, I need to do a song with so-and-so because they're so-and-so. It's more so like I really want to do a song with people that I'm genuinely fans of.
Yeah, that part. And you could tell your collaborations thus far, whether it's Nicki Minaj or Cole, have been exactly that.
Yeah, they're so super authentic and organic.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of Cole, talk to us about the song The London. I've never really had a chance to talk to you about this, but this is one of those records that like broke the internet, broke the radio, shook the club the day it came out. There was a lot of anticipation for this song.
Thank you, man. I love London, and I just love Cole because he's such a good person.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what? I'm so glad you asked me about this because I was thinking about it today. People always ask me about the female collabs that I've done,
right?
And like, not a lot of people ask me about like, what was
Working
it
with the
men, but
yeah.
All the guys that I've worked with in my career have been so genuine and just like they create a really like a real safe space for you to feel like you could just come in and be comfortable and do your thing, and it's never weird, and it's like we don't talk about that enough. Like we don't really give the flowers to the men that make it comfortable for us to come in and like get our bars off and not feel judged and not feel like, because Cole is Cole, man. He's gonna rap anyone under a table anyways. So I was already
crazy.
like, what? Like I'm ready to go. Can I read through my verse? Like,
but the way you held your own, like on that track and delivered, you know what I'm saying? And I just thought it was dope. The cadence of the record, the props to London, like.
Yeah, that was me and Aziz. Like me and Aziz, we had fun with that record. We just we cut a reference, and the reference is literally the song, like the stencil of the song.
Like damn near your first take was like, this is what we're putting out.
It was literally like that, and that's why we didn't try to go back in after Cole laid his verse. Of course, the rapper in me wanted to go back in and top line my verse and make the bars like really stand out. But the essence of the feeling of the song was its own thing, and it's such a vibe that we didn't want to touch it. I was just like, you know what? It's a vibe. It feels good. Let's just have it be fun and not overthink it.
What that is, let the art really speak for itself.
Exactly.
That was just one of those moments, big collaboration moment where. It's just like, wow, she's arrived for real. Like you and Cole going back to back sharing bars on that track. So definitely a special
That was
joint.
one of my favorite musical moments.
Absolutely. And for us as fans too, you know what I'm saying? Those are like those moments where when you just get shocked and you're like, damn, oh shit, because Cole doesn't do a lot of features, so hand selecting, he must have been feeling, your vibe and the music and want to collaborate. So to see y'all like trade those bars on there was just like exciting. And then the video as well.
Yeah,
y'all
super grateful
crazy.
for him, man. Shout out to Cole.
Not to stay on that for too long, but I guess from about Timbaland and Cole and Nicki, like what have you learned from, kind of some of these other vets in the game?
Really, what I've learned, stay authentic and stay true to the music, because the music is the driver for everything else. The music is the catalyst. So, you can be busy doing a bunch of other things, but you got to always make songs to the best of your ability and try to make the culture better, like try to bring something to it.
Yeah, no doubt. I love that about you. I love that you're very, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like intentional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Intentional. Do you feel pressure from fans? Fans are always like in your comments and they want new music all the time. But
pressure for like to give new music out?
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah, I feel pressure to be more consistent, but that's like a me thing. I'm like, because I've always, like, my early stages of putting out music, I probably thought about how I'm going to do it more. Like, I overthought it a little bit.
Yeah.
And now I'm more just like, okay, if it feels right, I'm ready to roll and get on to the next thing, because it's never done. Like, my job making music is never going to be done. I'll probably make music forever.
Love that. I love that. What's your favorite thing about performing the music after you drop it?
The people.
Yeah.
The people, because they just make me so happy. Like, when I see people in the crowd and they know the words, or they're really having the time of their life, they're raging, it's like, I want to be in the crowd.
Yeah, definitely.
You know me. I get in the crowd.
I see you going, yeah, no doubt. And the fans feel that, though. You know, It's really an experience when you're doing your performances. Bia's here. She's talking about it all. She's got a project she's working on, releasing. I'm sure there's a ton of music on the way. We talked about how hard it is to narrow these projects down, because when y'all get in, your recording process, what is your recording process like? Well,
sometimes, like, we did a month or two where we got a house and we just recorded in the house 24/7. We did not leave. From the time we woke up to the time we fell asleep, we were just cutting records over and over and over again.
Okay.
Then we got times where, like, we'll go out, live our life for a week, and then go to the studio.
Yeah,
and
get
then
re-inspired almost.
Cut everything we just lived. Like, we do that. We went to Dubai and did that, London. So a lot of my album, I traveled the world, because this is like the busiest 2 years of my life.
Yeah.
So in the midst of me traveling, I'm recording and I'm taking inspiration from the whole world and collabing with different people and putting it in there.
If people see the music videos and they follow you on Instagram, and these are the highlight reels to our life, but it comes with a lot of sacrifice as well. What can you kind of talk to aspiring artists about, about the idea that this is like super easy and it happens overnight? What type of sacrifices, what can you speak on about that word specifically?
Oh, yeah, sacrifices. That's a good one. The biggest sacrifice for me is the time away from family.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
It takes time to chase your dreams, and you take that time away from your loved ones.
Absolutely.
So that's the hardest part for me. But you go through your own battles, and they say, like, it takes 10 years to make an overnight success. So the success that even we see every day, then we see people and it may seem like they have a super fast come up. We don't know anything that happened in their life before that.
It's crazy.
That's why I try my best to like clap for other people, because everybody's moments are always revolving. So it's like, I want other people to clap for me too.
Yeah, for sure. How about, like, your favorite 4 artists? Like, who's on your Mount Rushmore of artists? Could you narrow it down? It's too hard to do?
Yeah, like, I love music so much.
Yeah.
Like, I love too many artists, and, like, they might have impacted me in different moments of my life, like important times of my life.
Yeah,
so, like, I couldn't just pick 4.
I get it. I mean, that's what we love about music. And you know what? People are listening to you the same way. You're impacting that same way. So I definitely appreciate you for coming on the Liftoff tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We can't do a Liftoff show without having Bia on the show. This is it. You know what I'm saying? I know you're going to come back when you drop the album. You know what I'm saying? We play some cuts off of the album and just do what we do.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
I love you, man. Thank you.
Love you too. Bia, for real, thank you for coming through. Much more blessings and success to you.
Yes.
Yeah, it was an honor to have you on the show today.
Thank you for having me, for sure.
Of course. Y'all be on that lookout for that project. Of course, let them know about that new single that's out right now.
Yeah, I'm That Bitch out now. It's your favorite girl checking in live. And don't sleep. I got an album on the way, okay? Ooh. Wake yourself up.
Just like that, man. This is Power 106 Liftoff Show. Peace and love.